Beauty can be found in the sheer scale of cathedral architecture, but also in the smallest of designs. Ruth Chipperfield creates individual pieces of jewellery inspired by her faith and by sacred buildings.
I love how here we're standing right by a miniature of St Paul's Cathedral, and when I see architecture I look at it and think, how can I recreate those beautiful designs and the features in miniature in the form of jewellery.
And this is a piece of yours here.
It is.
Ruth's talent emerged during a long period of illness 8 years ago. She suffered with narcolepsy, a brain condition where sleep can't be controlled.
While I was really poorly then, I was sleeping about 18 hours in 24 and then collapsing about 30 plus times a day. So it was a massive impact.
During her 3-year recovery, Ruth found solace in turning lace designs inspired by architecture into pieces of jewellery. This led to a new full-time career, but also deepened her trust in God.
Time and time again, we really had to learn to rely on what the Bible says to be true, and that is that God is a provider and that He has our best interests at heart. And that at times has been difficult to believe, but the more the story continues and I see more of the picture, then I realise that actually His word really is true.
Ruth can now see a parallel between her work with lace and jewellery and the work of God in her life.
It's that whole idea of rebirth and second chances. So, for example, when I create the lace, then I spend hours sort of meticulously hand-stitching these motifs, only for them to be pretty much destroyed when I make a mould around them, and then pour in molten metal, but I end up with something so much greater.
And how is life different for you now?
It's so much better, I think, in so many ways. I'm not back to who I was before I became ill, but so much good has come out of it, and the way I see everything now, I think the result has been better. And just that sense that I can rely on God in the really small things, but also the really big things. Sort of you can zoom right down into a minute detail of a story, but also you can zoom right out and just see the picture of a creative God that really cares.